to Metal Titans, Guardians of Metal Entertainment Worldwide. I'm here with Jeff Loomis. Thank you for doing this interview with us today.
Very welcome. Thank you.
Now, if I may ask, what pursued the idea to do a solo project from being with Nevermore for so long? What inspired the idea to do your independent?
Well, I think it was just the whole inspiration of like the 80s metal scene with guitar shredders from the 80s, like Tony McAlpine, Vinnie Moore, Marty Friedman, bands that, or guitarists actually, that I was really influenced by growing up as a musician. And I've always wanted to do an instrumental record on my own to just kind of showcase more of what I can do as a guitar player. And we had this little time frame when I was still in Nevermore where I had the opportunity to do that, and that was back in like 2008. And I put up my first record then, and now I'm touring on this record now called Plains of Oblivion. So it seems like it's kind of caught on with some people. I know that instrumental music is a little bit boring to some people, but I'm still a fan of it, and I'm trying to kind of bring it back out and, you know, show what I can do with it. So I'm having a lot of fun doing it.
Yeah, no, definitely having instrumentals unique from everyone else, because there's like death metal.
Where's the
metal.
singer?
No one.
You get these weird people just like, you know, that don't understand it, but at the same time it's still fun to do. So just
take credit. Just be like, it's the guitar. The guitar is the singer.
Exactly. That's kind of actually the way I really do think about it, to be honest with you, is that kind of singing with my guitar and doing what a vocalist would do in that matter. So it works for me. Yeah.
Now, with your new record that's coming out, what kind of influences or ideas inspired the writing for this one?
Well, I had a lot more time to do it, of course, because, you know, everybody knows that I'm not in Nevermore anymore. So I really just focused completely on taking all the time I had and just like going down into my studio and going 24/7, you know. And when I get inspired to do something, I don't stop doing it. I just kind of just keep doing it, and then a month, 2.5 months, 3 months later, I'll have a record, you know. And it's just really about work ethic and getting something done. But really, what inspired me was just kind of just being on my own, really, and seeing what I could do by myself. And it was awesome. So I had a really good producer too on the new record. His name's Aaron Smith, and he's actually playing tonight.
Oh, really?
In Seven Horns, Seven Eyes. He's one of the guitar players.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, he's the guy that produced the record.
Oh, wow. So is there any particular reason that you went with Aaron over other people, or did he come recommended, or?
Not really. It's funny how it happened. He's like a neighbor of mine.
Oh, really?
He lives like right down the street from my house, and he started coming over and giving me like tips on how to use Pro Tools, which is the recording thing that I use at home. Because I really didn't know how to use it. I'm more of like an old school guy. So he kind of came over and started showing me things, and we started making like little demos together of some of my music, and they sounded like fantastic. And I'm like, dude, you know, you should do a record of mine or something sometime. And he's really young, you know, he's only like 25 years old, and he doesn't have much experience doing, you know, band after band after band after band. But he really just came, you know, to my place and said, hey, I'll do this. And we spent time together for like 3 months doing pre-production, and it just came together, you know. And he's really humble and really quiet and cool, and I like that characteristic about him, you know. It's very relaxed, and I'm the same way. So
now, is that like while you were doing that, did that also go into discussion as to tour together kind of thing, or was it something that
not really
kind of
actually?
Or?
Yeah, that was kind of something that was more aimed towards the record company, because Plains of Oblivion, my new record, and Seven Horns' new record came out at the exact same time. And they thought it would be a good idea for us to tour together. So
cool.
Yeah.
Now, more of a personal direction. What personally made you decide to pick up the guitar and just play guitar? Like, was there anyone personally that influenced you, or was it
my dad?
Really?
My dad, because not a lot of people know that I didn't really start out on guitar. I started out with drums, and my dad bought me a 3-piece kit, and I was jamming along to like a lot of 70s music, you know. And he had this like huge record collection of like 70s bands like Queen, ELO, Fleetwood Mac, stuff like that. And I'd put the headphones on and jam along to it. And I just kind of quickly became bored with that, you know. It's just like drums are cool to so many people, and I still really love drums and listening to drums, but I needed something more. And my dad had a classical guitar lying around the house, and I just picked it up and just started playing, and it was almost natural, you know. It just felt like it was right for me. And I took a few lessons, and there you go. It just kind of blossomed from there.
Kind of just kept going.
Yeah, but it was him. That was him that really said, do that, you know. If you like doing it, then do it. Yeah. And a lot of people, they really don't have like supportive parents when it comes to music. You know what I'm saying? Really?
My mom's very supportive.
Good, good. Because we need to have more parents like that, you know. It's like music is a tremendous thing, and I mean, it's brought me all over the world, you know. I've been everywhere, you know, every damn continent. 40 years old and I'm still doing it, so it's totally fun.
Good. Yeah. Is there a place particular that you really like to visit? Speaking of traveling,
well, let me think. You know, I'd have to say Australia is really cool. The people are really nice, and they're very into metal. The weather is awesome, and it's beautiful.
It's always sunny.
The scenery is nice, and the people are really cool. So you just get, you know, both of the best worlds, I guess, there.
Yeah, exactly.
Best of both worlds, sorry.
Exactly. Yeah, no, Mom, back to the inspiration thing, my mom's always been supportive of me doing the webzine and everything like that. So
that's cool.
Very rare to come across parents that actually support metal and what their kids are doing.
That's totally awesome. Yeah.
Well, thank you, Jeff, for doing this interview for Metal Titans. Before we finish, anything you'd like to say to the fans?
Thank you for supporting, you know, Jeff Loomis on his own as a solo artist. You know, I've been in Nevermore for many years, but when you do something else, it's always cool to know that people still show interest in it. And thank you very much for that.
Oh, you're very welcome.
I'm looking forward to this next tour and playing guitar for everybody.
We look forward to it too. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much.